गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णू गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषाद्वै। ओम शांति 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 Hari Om. Let there be peace, let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of this universe. Let there be peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We have started the contemplation on the 11th chapter, that is story of Daasoora, 10th chapter, story of Daasoora, wherein we have seen first topic, that is Srushti Kramaha. Then subsequently second topic we have seen, that is Daasoora Tapaha, and third topic we have seen is Putra Prabodhana, and fourth topic Sankalpa Prabhava, and today we are going to start the fifth topic, that is the Vasana Tyaga. So what was the narration in first four topics? First is Srushti Krama. So we should know the Srushti Krama, how the Srushti has come in the existence. Actually, it is a supreme spirit, it is undivided consciousness. But because we feel that we are separate from that divinity, we are separate from that one without second, we are separate from that self, we never feel that it is a sport of that divinity is going on, and that's why individual souls are either renouncing on each other or loving each other. Rather, they have that feeling of duality with them. That's why they suffer or they enjoy. But that's the way Srushti Krama take place. That means it is as if it is been divided, but it's actually not divided. A classical example of this is the example of moon. Moon has a 15 kala or rather 16 kala. Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, likewise till Purnima and maybe Amasya, that is a 16 kala. But actually, Earth is moon is very much stationary, and moon has no first, second, and likewise Kala and Purnima and Amavasya. It is always. So what has to be changed is our thinking process has to be changed. So Paramatma, which is identified with a gross body, is called a Jiva. If it is identified with a gross body, then it is a Jiva. This is due to some kind of imagination in the mind. अपने मन में कोई ऐसे विचार आ जाता है, उस वजह से ऐसा होता है. Involved, agitated with worldly things, and as J. Krishnamurti says, objectless awareness is Chidakash. Almost all the scriptures, all the authentic documents say same thing. So shall we believe these authentic documents, or shall we believe our brain? Or shall we believe our duality? Obviously we have to believe this. And it is problem can be solved only by two words, Krishna Leela or a Rama Leela. Life is only a Leela, it is nothing more than that. All the problems of this world can be dissolved by the one word, that is Leela. And life is either a Krishna Leela or a Ram Leela, nothing more than that. So when no desires are entertained, there is no time or space or object. In Leela, everything is necessary, good, bad, both. This is how the world is. There is nothing to argue about it. With time, space exists, objects are projected. So influence of time, space, objects are violent when we are Jiva. When influence of time, space and object are zero, then we are Paramatma. Whereas when the influence of time, space are not much, then we are the seekers. Jiva is also a phenomena, it is not an individuality. So that's what has been told in the first topic. Second topic was Daasoora Tapa. Daasoora is a son of sage, and he loses his father and mother. He gets disturbed, and then the forest deity comes console him. He does all the subsequent rites of the deceased father and mother. Then he start doing the tapasya. He sits on the nepa tree and start meditating highest truth, which he wants to explore. He explores that and come to know that there is only one divinity everywhere, unfragmented, unsegmented divinity is there. So then that forest deity goddess begs for her lovely sons. He gives one flower. So she brings the son after 12 years of uh, teachings to him and ask him, now you teach him all the knowledge related scriptures. So that should start teaching the knowledge to that son. And actually, who is his son? Actually, it is Swatha. It is nothing other than his own consciousness, other than his own mind. So he has to teach that what is the deity is saying, and it is giving him the subtler and subtler message, and accordingly he teaches, and by his own action he is overcome at some time or the other. By his own action he becomes miserable, by his own action he becomes joyful. So he becomes distressed because of his own actions. Sankalpa Prabhav. Then fourth topic is Sankalpa Prabhav. So who is this King Swatta mentioned in your honor? Who is this Swatta? So then Dashura tells very nicely, this configuration of worldly existence has thus been narrated to you by me. It is only that Swatta, this configuration of worldly existence, and there is nothing other than that. So it is all your Sankalpa, Vikalpa, Bhavana, it is your all desires, it is your all which brings the suffering to you. Everything is a pure consciousness. See how can one have a desire? So person who is interested only in the gold, he will not be interested in the various designs of the ornament. He is only interested in the gold, even though he may keep uh, ornaments with us. So let the things happen. Maun tapasya is the tapasya for the mind, and person to be peace is to be happy, and happy person is always peace. So very nicely it is said that keep your belly full, stomach full, and head empty. Don't think about, keep on thinking about the relative existence of this world, and likewise this things keeps on going. Thought is indeed brought up thoughts, and only by itself. Thoughts are brought only by itself. It grows fast by itself for grief, but not for happiness. अपने विचार और विचारों को बढ़ाते हैं सिर्फ अपने को दुख देने के लिए, सुख देने के लिए नहीं. विचार बढ़ते जाते हैं और ये स्क्रिप्चर्स की लैंग्वेज है. व्हाट इज इट? संकल्पने ही संकल्पा स्वयमेव प्रजायते वर्धते स्वयमेवाशु दुःखाय न सुखाय तु. It only increase misery, misery, misery. If you keep on thinking, keep on talking, keep on doing this, so 53rd shloka says the thought is indeed born of thought only by itself. It grows fast by itself for grief and not for happiness. It only goes, increases only the grief and nothing more than that. So growth of thought or imagination brings only grief, not pleasure. So what has to be done then? We have to drop this sankalpa, we have to drop this vikalpa, we have to drop these desires, we have to drop this ahankar and surrender our ego to that divinity. We have to surrender that ego to that divinity. And that is what has been now told in the fifth topic, that is vasanatyaga. We have seen little bit, but we do it again nicely for because there is a break of 2 days because of my earlier commitment somewhere in the office. So the renunciation of mental impression. कर्तृत्व चोभो विषय विद्यते परमात्मनि सर्वतो सहम अकर्ताति दृढ़ भावनाया अनघ प्रवाह पतितं कर्म कुर्वन्नपि न लिम्पते. The state of doer and that of non-doer both exist in the supreme self. Why? Because it is only the supreme self which is there, sinless one. हे रामा, आपने तो कोई पाप नहीं किए, हम लोग तो बहुत पाप कर चुके, आप तो कोई पाप नहीं किए. वशिष्ठ ऋषि बोलते हैं, आई एग्जिस्ट इन ऑल एंड आई एम नॉट द डूअर. मैं सब में ही रहता हूँ पर मैं डूअर नहीं हूँ. मैं एग्जिस्ट, आई एम एग्जिस्ट इन ऑल एंड एवरीवेयर बट आई एम नॉट द डूअर. By such firm contemplation, one is not tempted, though performing actions that has fallen to his one's lot in the course of event. जो कोई अपने अपने इसमें जो कुछ कर्म आ रहा है वो मिनिमम उतना करके वो जो करते रहेगा, उससे उसको कोई परेशानी, उसके ऊपर कोई कर्मन न लिम्पते. He will not have a fruit of that action. So very good example has been said of the Shukadevji. Shukadevji, once he was crossing Yamuna and he has seen that some gopis are taking butter and some ghee on their head and uh, some other curd material. So what happens is it was huge, maybe 5-6 kilos things were there on their head, and then there was a huge downpour of the rains, and because of that those ladies could not cross this river. So they were waiting on this side. Shukdev was also waiting on this side. So they asked Shukdev, ki, you are the so element soul, So can you give us some solution so that we can cross the river? He said, very simple. So what is that? You start, I am feeling hungry. You give your all your butter and ghee to me. And if my hunger is satiated, so then I'll request this river to give us a path. They said, okay. So accordingly, he started eating, and that Shukdevji ate lot of things from this lady. They were also surprised how he's eating so much. And after that, what he said, he just prayed to that river. River Yamuna, if I have not eaten anything, can you please give us the path to cross the river? That Yamuna river has given the path to them. That ladies were astonished. How can it is possible that this river has given the path? But they anyway, they just walked and went to the another side of river. After that, again river closed, and that Gopi stopped him. Shukdevji, please tell us why you are lying when you have eaten so much of things, and how can that river is listening to your lies, and she has given the path. Then he told very nicely, I when I was eating, I had the sense that I am not the doer. So that's what is saying. Pravapatitam karma kurvannapina limpate. So if your firm conviction contemplation is that I am that supreme spell, no energy or nothing of this world is going to disturb you. Let them do whatever the tricks they have, but nothing is going to disturb you. So you should be always happy, peaceful, cheerful, tranquil, cool, and be relaxed under all situations. So that's what has been said here. So performing the actions that has fallen your into, because you don't enter in somebody's domain. You work in your domain. Don't disturb somebody else's domain. So it is, so that karma will not limpati. If you purposefully enter in somebody's domain, so definitely that karma will disturb you. So pravahapatitam karma kurban napina limpate. That is a vasana tyag, not leaving the karma, doing the karma, remaining in the karma, but not karma is affecting you. So Shukdevji example has given the crossing the river and eating all butter, and still river is giving the space them to go to another shore. That itself is say that. So what is this then? Desire demands three things. ये desires क्या रहती? तीन चीजों की कामना करती है. Sense of incompleteness. अपने को कुछ desire चाहिए. Let's say I have a desire to become prime minister. If I am already prime minister, so I will not have a desire to become a prime minister. So sense of incompleteness. I feel I am incomplete because I am not the prime minister of some country. So that is a desire that I want to become the prime minister. So it is a sense of incompleteness. मेरे में कमतरता है if I am not this thing. Sense of otherness. Sense of otherness means there is some already prime minister and I am not the prime minister. Sense of otherness. If I feel that person is a prime minister, so I am also prime minister. So nothing is going because sense of otherness is zero. Sense of incompleteness is zero. So naturally you will not ask for anything. If everything is there, how can you ask? If your belly is full and somebody brings some rasgulla for you, you say, no, 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 I will not eat now, I will eat at night when it will be empty. So that is very simple. So similarly, sense of incompleteness is zero, sense of otherness is zero, then desire will not come. And sankalpa. What is that sankalpa? You want to get something or you don't want to get something. Both the things are there. So basically, this only creates the desire. All the three things, sense of incompleteness, sense of otherness, and the sankalpa. These are the enemies for us. ये अपने शत्रु है. तो क्या करेंगे? We should never be a beggar in this world. अपने को यहाँ पे भीख नहीं मांगना है. What has to be done then? Keep doing whatever the work has come to your share. If you are a householder and if you are a lady, you cook food, do all your basic all duties happily, cheerfully, peacefully, and contented. If you are supposed to earn the money, the house owner or main person has to earn the money. He should earn the money, bring the livelihood to the home. So that's it. There is nothing more in that, and be happy always. So as far as you are human beings, we have to do the activities, whatever comes to our share, dynamically, cheerfully, and happily. All the three things are important. We may be doing the duties dynamically, but not cheerfully happy. ठेविले अनंती तैसे रहावे चित्ती असुदयावे समाधान. भगवान ने जैसे रखा है वैसे रहना है और समाधान अपने मन में रहना चाहिए. So that's what very good phrase has come. So I just remembered. So I just thought I should say it here. And what is the next sloka is? अयं सर्वकरोमीति महाकर्तृत्वयातया यदिच्छसि स्थिति राम तद्माप्युपनता विदु. Rama, but if you desire the fixity, steadiness in the contemplation, I do everything by that state of supreme doership, then even that is considered as excellent. So first was that you avoid everything doing. Second is that you say that I am doing everything. So you become God. मैं अच्छा भी मैं कर रहा हूँ, बुरा भी मैं कर रहा हूँ, सब मैं कर रहा हूँ. Desire भी मैं कर रहा हूँ, सब मैं कुछ कर रहा हूँ. So obviously what will happen? You will be one with the divinity. Third is अथवा सर्वकर्तृत्व अकर्तृत्व च राघव सर्वत्वत्व मन अपित्वा सत्ता मात्र स्थिरो भव. Or else Raghava, abandoning all the concepts such as the state of all doer or non-doer, drinking up drinking up the mind by firm, steady as mere existence. So what has to be done? ये सब तुमको चला चली का खेला है. You should remember this. So how to do this? There is a very good saying in Hindi. Then we'll convert it into English. यद यद कर्म करोति तत् तत् शंभो तव आराधना. Whatever work we are doing, it is only your prayers are only going. That's what you should remember. If you have that firmness in your mind, so you'll be always happy. Whatever the work you are doing, if you are doing some wrong work, it will get corrected automatically because yad yad karma karoti tat tat shambho tava aradhana. You are doing this prayers, you are doing is upasana. So be firmly rooted in whatever you are doing. It is our need. It is not, let's say now I am doing this reading of essence of yoga Vasishtha. It is not the need of any listener. It is only the reader need of the speaker. मेरी ही जरूरत है. मेरे को मेरा माइंड अच्छा रखना है तो मेरे को ये हर रोज पढ़ना पड़ेगा और हर रोज समय निकाल के पढ़ना पड़ेगा. कितना भी मैं बीमार रहूं, कितना भी मैं परेशान रहूं, कितना भी बिजी रहूं, अगर मेरे को मेरा मन अच्छा रखना है तो आई हैव टू रीड दिस. I don't know about the listeners, but I have to read it because it is must first for me, mean for me only, not for others. Others may take advantage or may not take advantage. It is their mind which will decide that. I have nothing to do that. So we are doing this is only for our need. So you speak. Listener also should take care. Okay, I listen this only for me, not for going and telling to others. It is meant for me. I have to keep my mind properly. So if we are living without kartutva abhiman, because yes, it is God who is doing, not I am doing, only happiness will express. अगर ये अपन करते रहे तो only happiness, all the words, all even materialistic world, if you are doing without expecting any fruit, कोई fruit की आशा रखे बगैर करोगे तो naturally अपना मन अच्छा रहेगा. So don't blame anyone in this world. Don't blame anyone in the world because under all conditions, I am not the doer. Because as you are aware, whether you want it or not, whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, तीनों चीजें आएगी. Liking भी नहीं, know it or not, whether you want it, आपको चाहिए, liking है, और ये, you are the divinity, you are that. Everywhere it is written. I was just listening to J. Krishnamurti. He started his phase itself. All the human beings in this planet Earth suffer just because of one thing, that they are not aware that they are one with God. He started his dialogue on YouTube like this. So J. Krishnamurti is a very renowned person he was a householder having a big family, sons, daughters, and all the stuff, but continuously contemplating 7 by 24, 365 days only about the divinity. And he was a very good speaker, listened by all the revered monks of Ramakrishna Math and all the places around the world. Very nice person, and he is no more now. So one of the sessions I was just listening for 5 minutes before there was some internet goof up here. So next shloka is यत्ताजोसा प्रयत्नेन देहमिति स्या स्थिति बंधो हि वासना बंधो मोक्षस्यात वासनाश्रय वासनातं परित्यज्य मोक्षार्थी त्वमप्यतितज. That state or that condition which regards I am the body should be renounced completely. So again we are coming to the same state. I am not the body, I am not the jiva, I am not the Ishvara, I am only the divinity, or divinity is only there everywhere, nothing other than that. If you really want to know this, this is the scriptures, and there is nothing other than this. So, bondage by mental impression is indeed a bondage. Liberation is a destruction of mental impression. Having abandoned that mental impression, give up also the desire for liberation. वो डिजायर लिबरेशन की भी डिजायर छोड़ देना है, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी यू आर डिवाइन, कुछ करने की जरूरत ही नहीं. एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ हैप्पीनेस itself is a completion of work. कोई काम अपन कर रहे थे, if you are doing it happily, that itself is completion of work. वो काम होए ना होए, that is a different thing. If it is the Lord who is functioning through us, not me, it will be the masterpiece of performance. If let him express, you always say that let him express, so then it will be a masterpiece. Next shloka is tamasi vasana apurva tattva vishaya vasita Maitradi bhavananam no gruha no vasanam. Having abandoned first the tamasic mental impression, those of the nature of inertia, ignorance, darkness, stepped into the object of senses, take hold of the stainless mental impressions, called called the feeling of friendship and likewise. So what is that? First you drop your tamas. तमस ड्रॉप करके काम करने लग जाओ. काम करने के बाद क्या 62 श्लोका तम अप्रत्य परित्यज्य अभिव्यवहारनपि अतः शांत समस्ते वो भव चिन्मात्र वासना. Having abandoned even those mental impressions internally, you are not supposed to tell outside and be possessed of the only idea of pure consciousness with all desires abated within. अपनी डिजायर छोड़ के प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस की तरफ ख्याल दो. So that will give you peace of mind. Exactly all these things are happening in mind, and but mind has to be dissolved and absorbed. So dreams after the dreams happening. It is as we already said, it's a long, long, long dream. So enjoy that dream instead of suffering in that dream. तामप परित्यज्य मनोबुद्धि समन्वितम शेषे स्थिर समाधानो येन त्यज्यसि त्यज्यद. Thus abandoning even that mental impression of pure consciousness associated with mind, intellect, and finally steady in deep contemplation on what remains, give up that by which you give up the various mental impressions. यानी जो चीज से आप ये सब छोड़ रहे थे उसको भी छोड़ना है. That mind also has to be dropped, the mind which was used. So we have already done the meditation where what we have done is Pancha Mahabhutas are all getting merged into the mind. Mind is getting merged into the uh, intellect. Intellect getting merged into the Chetana, and Chetana is getting merged into the Chaitanya, and Chaitanya is everything. That is what is a spirituality. So फिर spirituality is what? Freedom from body identification. अपने body identification से जो आगे बढ़ सकता है उसको ही spirituality समझती है. Freedom from notion that I am the jiva. So you will get nothing and you will lose nothing. That which anything cannot be taken away, and that which anything is not lost is your nature, that is infinite. This is your essential nature. So going ahead with the further this thing, samadhi atha karmani ma karoti va hruday nastesta sarvasto muktam evatu mahashayam. Let him then perform or not perform either action or yogic absorption, and he in all support has vanished with the mind, is indeed liberated and has attended to the highest award. So now when his Dehatma Bhava is gone, Jivatma Bhava is gone, Ishwaratma Bhava is gone, what remains is he is above all. So whether he is doing the activity or not doing the activity, he is always in the consciousness. He always know the Ishta Devat is sitting in his loving heart. Let him go to marketplace, let him do whatever he has to do. But then you have to contemplate for the betterment of society. If you really are already in the game and you know that it is only this best part, so you have to project and internally you keep on doing your own sadhana. What a joy a person gets in no things around. Things of the world should not be a main criteria of our life. Do not get involved in anybody's life beyond the limits. So the example has come, very nice example has come as a Raman Maharshi. Raman Maharshi was asked by the then British people, and Gandhiji to Gandhiji freedom fighter went to him and he asked, "All tell your all disciples to join our mission." He kept mum. He has not said any uttered any word. He has not told anything to join or not to join. Second time they came and again asked, "Why you are not told? Nobody has joined up till now." So that time he said, if there is a movie in which there is a fire going on in that screen, are you going to throw the water on the screen? They said, no, it is only a drama, nothing more than that. So that's what he said. Whatever is happening in this world is also a drama. Some people are doing a bad role in that, some people are doing good role in that. It is all a drama. Why you want to get suffer in that drama or enjoy that drama? Be away from that drama. Remain in that drama cheerfully, happily, blissfully, knowing well that you have to mind your mind. You are not supposed to mind the minds of people. अपने को अपना मन अच्छा रखना है, दूसरों के मन अच्छे रखने का कोई अपना कर्तव्य भी नहीं और नीड भी नहीं है. So that's what it has been said initially also, and now also it is said it's only the speaker's mind which has to be seen by a speaker. It is a listener's mind to be seen by a listener and not by somebody else's mind. Mind well, even some people have the habit to mental in the business of their sons and daughters' life. Don't do that, because Yoga Vasishtha clearly says you are supposed to mind your mind. अपना मन अपने को अच्छा रखना है. दूसरों के इसमें you already spoiled the show of something, but you don't spoil the show of your sons and daughters. That's what he said. That is called as a Vashnasraya. So reduce frequency of thoughts, eruption. Thought eruption को कम करना है. Quality of thought should be better. और better अच्छी बात करना है तो अच्छी अच्छी बातें करो. Don't speak something bitter. So we are here only for enjoying life and not making life miserable for us, also miserable for others. And in what it has been said, that is otherwise called as a bahirmukta. Remove that bahirmukta, come into the antarmukta. Kim karoti kam gacchami kim gruvami tvajami kim atmana puritam vishwam mahakalpan dunayatha न तदस्ति न यत्र अहम न तदस्ति न यत्र मयि किम अन्यत्रम अभिवांचामि सर्वम संविनमयम स्थितम. So then again a contemplation will start. What shall I do? And now this man is in a bliss. He is a totally blissful mode. So what he says, what shall I do? Whither shall I go? What shall I take? What I shall give up? The universe is filled only with the self. मैं क्या छोड़ू, क्या पकड़ू, क्या करूँ, क्या नहीं, कुछ भी इसमें जगत में कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है. यहाँ पे सिर्फ ब्लिस 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 ही है. दैट्स व्हाट. किम करोमि किम गच्छामि किम गृहामि त्यजामि किम आत्मना पुरितम विश्वम महाकल्पाम बुना यथा. It is all filled with the great the bliss self. There is nothing else. There is nothing that place where I am not there. मैं तो मेरे को सब जगह देख रहा हूँ. मैं ये आदमी में भी हूँ, मैं औरतों में भी हूँ, ये पेड़ों में भी हूँ, ये सेंशन में भी हूँ, ये इनर्ट में भी हूँ, ये पृथ्वी में भी हूँ, ये पृथ्वी के बाहर भी हूँ. सब तरफ मैं ही हूँ. जब सब तरफ मैं हूँ तो फिर मैं किससे नाराज होऊंगा और किससे खुश होऊंगा. मैं हर वक्त आनंद में ही रहूंगा. देयर इज नॉट दैट ऑब्जेक्ट विच इज नॉट इन मी. एक भी ऑब्जेक्ट ऐसा नहीं जो मेरे में नहीं. व्हाट एल्स शैल आई विश फॉर. फिर मैं अभी किसके बारे में वांछा करूं. व्हाट आई शुड आस्क फॉर. एवरीथिंग इज फुल ऑफ प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज चिदाकाश. So everything is full of Chidakash. And that's what scriptures, everybody, Bhagavad Gita you take, Ramayana you take, this of Ramcharitramanas you take, Bhagavad you take, everywhere. Maybe some places it will not be written so profoundly as it is written in essence of Yoga Vasishtha. Some people it is only a cursory remark is made. Yes, you are divine. Maybe they after 10 chapters they will tell once. But here every third line it is written. You are the pure consciousness, nothing other than that. You are everything. You are only the Chidakash. You don't think about the Chintakash or Bhutakash. You remain there, but know very well that you are a Chidakash. Hey Raghava Satvasta Ramante Shishta Vartami Sama Samarasa Asamya Satatam Sadhu Ruttaya. Hey Raghava, those who are established in Sattva take delight in the way of the virtuous. They are equal of equable disposition, gentle, and always of the good conduct. They will always have a good conduct. They will behave very nicely with all the people. They will do whatever is comes to their credit very happily, cheerfully, blissfully, as a contented and relaxed and cool. तेषां पदामः भावो गन्तव्यमि सर्वदा कोहम कथम idam cheti prayatnena vicharetat. Mighty arms Rama, their footstep must indeed be followed always. ऐसे लोग जो करते हैं उनके ही फुटस्टेप फॉलो करना चाहिए. कौन से? जो डिविनिटी के पीछे लगे हैं, जो डिविनिटी की बात करते हैं, वो जय कृष्णमूर्ति रहे, भगवान रामकृष्ण परमहंस रहे, राम रहे, सीता रहे, लक्ष्मण रहे, या फिर कृष्ण रहे. ऑल द पीपल हु आर टेलिंग मामेकम शरणम भज. दैट्स व्हाट द कृष्ण हैज सेड. ओके, यू ओनली pray me, I will give all the benefits and boons of this world. What is that? Pray me means you feel that I am very much in your loving heart. That's what is the meaning there. Tesham padama abhao gantavyami sarvada koham katham idam cheti prayatnena vicharyat. Mighty arm, their footstep must indeed be followed. Who am I? How this universal visible world is gone? And thus let it be investigated with efforts. इसका investigation जानकारी निकालना है efforts के साथ. All the experiences of life teaches us some experience and otherwise. So follow that. Last shloka is Tamasi Rajasi Chaiva Jati Manyaya Pishita Swaviveकवशात yanti संतम सात्विक जातितम. सविवेकवशात अपना विवेक अप्लाई करना है, दूसरे का नहीं. Those good men who are clutched to the class of tamas, rajas, or even others attend to the state of a sattvika class. That is, those possessed with harmony, knowledge, and light through the power of their own discrimination. Saviveka Vashatya Yanti Santam Santam Satvika Jatitam. So he becomes the saint If you apply the Vivek, and what is this Vivek? Vivek is Sat Asat Vivek. Sat Asat Vivek means only Thakur is real, only self is real, only divinity is real, only unfragmented consciousness is real. Other whole thing is illusionary. जो चकत्ता है वो शिल्प होता है. That is only the shell. It is not the silver or a diamond. Actually, diamond and silver is what? It is only the pure consciousness, bliss, existence. That's what has been told here. And so, when you are remaining indifferent to sound, you are transcending both sounds and the silence. Don't give any name to this expression. Don't describe that experience. I want to realize, I want to know the truth, I want to know the consciousness. This desire also has to be given up. Mana buddhi has to be given up. And then what happens is you will have a stira samadhan. We are not in the experience, but we are the experience. When when profound absence has disappeared, neither I can say I am not, neither I can say I am. But that which is beyond I and I not is the truth. What remains is you are with yourself. Aprameya anupemaya. You are always, you never have the feeling that I am not there. I am there in the waking state, I am there in the dream state, I am there in the Shushupti stage, I am very much there in the Samadhi stage. So I am everywhere. So I am always present. So Anadi Ananta, I cannot die. So simple. So moment you cannot die, your fear will go off. You are only leaving the mortal coil, your body, when you are the time of maturity of that body takes place. So be happy always. So don't react. Jagat mein koi react nahi karna. In one day, it will click that you are none other than the divinity. So all manifestation of mind, you stand apart. वो mind जो कुछ बोलना है उसको बोलने दो. अपन बाजू में हो जाना कैसे? Not frustrated, knowing that it is a divinity. Not like that. Always with a divinity, always with a blissful contentment, cheerful, happy, and all the stuff. So remaining indifferent is a very potent spiritual practice. अपन उससे दूर रहना, साक्षी भाव रखना, उसके बाजू में खड़ा रहना, समुद्र के बाजू में खड़ा रहना और समुद्र की लाटें देखो, सुनामी देखो, सब कुछ देखो और मौज करो. Similarly, जगत में रहो. It is a long, long, long dream. Enjoy that. Don't suffer. Suffering brings more and more miseries in your life. So avoid sufferings and pray the Almighty that we should know the truth, that is divinity we are. With these prayers. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramachandra Arpanamastu. Submitting the divine fruits to the holy feet of Sri Ramachandra.